What if I showed you how to secure your first income producing property this weekend and guarantee that it's putting money in your pocket within 90 days? And if it doesn't, I continue to work with you until it does. And what if the investment pays for itself within 30 days before you even secure your first deal? My name's Sanjay, and over the next 15 minutes, I'll be taking you through the Weekend Wealth System. This system has allowed my clients to be able to secure cash flow property and go from overwhelmed and stuck and not knowing what to do to be able to collect weekly rental checks that really replace their 9-to-5 income in 30 days or less. But let me ask you something first. Are you stuck in that financial hamster wheel? You're turning up to work, trading time for money, and you just don't know what next. And you never have enough of either the time or the money, and you don't know how to get out of that cycle. Ideally, you've looked into real estate before, but you just don't know where to start. And the fact of the matter is, you don't know actually how to make the next move because you don't know what's financially viable. When you calculate the numbers and you look at the rental income, you don't know what's actually going to end up in your account. And you've always just wanted to aim for something that pays you passively, whether you're still at work or you're on vacation or you're building something greater from even away from your home. You may have even searched for help, and then you start to realize courses are 40 hours long. You don't know which guru to trust. You don't know who's actually done the work or had the success. And more importantly, every time you call an agent, they don't call you back, or they don't want to entertain you because you're not buying that $1 million mansion. You're just getting started. And banks, forget about it. They usually want you to be rich before you're even rich. They often say you don't have enough money or serviceability, and the whole system feels rigged because you're just trying to get started. And for the average person just trying to build wealth, you know that your money in your bank account's making you a whopping 0.3% per year, but inflation is just eating that up as well. You're at that stage that you know you need to invest, but you just don't know where to start. All the numbers look big, and you don't know how to take the next step. When you're talking to the multiple people, whether it's the banks, your family and friends, or even these gurus, you just don't know who to trust and what will blow up in your face, where the next investment won't really return anything, and you don't even know what's fact and what's actually myth. And every week that passes by, when you come home, you're probably sitting there exhausted, and you've just realized that every week that's gone by, it's another week where you haven't built any wealth. Then the reality hits. Getting closer to your retirement age, and you've done decades of work and you've got nothing to show. And this is why you need to invest. You want to purchase something that appreciates with time, appreciates with value, and you're just not trading time for money. But the truth is, you've been lied to about real estate investing and how to truly build wealth. This is why I created the Weekend Wealth System. It's a total 90-day guide with a step-by-step formula and an easy to action weekend system where by the end of the weekend, you'll know what to do next. It's a system that allows you to understand so you can repeat it year after year and time after time. And it's a system for you to actually calculate the numbers to know that you'll get paid at the end of the week, so it's hitting your account and filling your pockets. Ideally, you can be in any location, and for myself, I've implemented this system and broken it down after years of struggle, years of failing, years of making the first mistake on my first property, and understanding that I needed actual cash flow to not only service myself, but also service the future properties that I want to purchase, and also protect myself in downtimes. Just like recently, we've had the highest interest rates in over decades. And with the improved cash flow, you give yourself protection, you give yourself certainty, but most importantly, economic times or external factors do not impact your wealth strategy and your investment vehicle. Here's how it works. Step 1, property selection within 48 hours using our proprietary Property Matrix tool. This tool will allow you to find exactly what property will be the first one that you'll utilize to generate income weekly. It will be the property that pays you weekly and allows you to not trade time for money. No more analysis paralysis, not knowing or sitting in the unknown on what the property will generate you, because the numbers never lie. Step 2, the creative financing model. You'll be able to utilize seller financing, partnership agreements, subleasing models, and creative deal analysis, so you don't have to beg for banks anymore. You don't have to have $100,000 sitting in your account ready to go, and you don't have to prove you're made of wealth and outline that you are rich without being rich. You'll be able to control cash flowing property from the very start with these strategies so you can go in with full confidence. Step 3, weekly cash flow activation. This happens within 30 days. You set up your property so it generates you rental income on a weekly basis. Not monthly, not quarterly, weekly. It's like a business that's fully set up and it runs itself automatically. But here's what makes it different compared to every other real estate program out there. We don't teach you, we do it with you. You do it with people that have done it before. You can see testimonials, but you can also see a clear track record of someone even like myself that's purchased 45 properties to date. Ideally, as each of those properties increase in value, even if they increase with value of $100,000 per year, that's $4.5 million worth of growth per year. If even of those only produced $100 worth of income per week, well, that produces you $4,500 worth of income, but they don't. A lot of our properties that I've purchased, and I show this even on my social media as proof, have increased from $320 of rental income weekly to over $1,000 implementing these cash flow strategies, whether we rent them out to a higher quality tenant, we put them on short-term rentals, or we do a mixed use arrangement. All of these steps are uncovered depending on your plan, and it's completely customized to you. But not only that, you actually get deal reviews from people that have done it in the industry. We help you negotiate the terms. We go through the numbers with you. And more importantly, you go through the contracts that secures yourself long term. You're introduced to our contractors, our property managers, our real estate agents, but more importantly, the legal aspect of property purchasing, which reduces your burden. And more importantly, you have a clear pathway, not only on how to start your property investment journey, but also how to navigate through all the loopholes that everyone needs to, whether it's no finance or reinvesting your profits, or ultimately even living from your income that the property generates you. Imagine weekly rental income hitting your account so you know that you're secure not only right now, but in the future as well. The beauty about real estate investing is property doesn't disappear. It's not a business that's reliant on anyone else's decision. It's always there. It's like drinking water, where people need to live. And when they need to live inside something, they're gonna pay for it. It's an absolute necessity of life. And that's why purchasing an asset that doesn't move, it appreciates in value, pays you a rental income per week, will allow you to generate that sovereign lifestyle so you can start to make the decisions that's relevant to you, your family, or even your future self. This isn't a theory system. It's a done with you system, so you can take each step one move at a time. And most importantly, if your property isn't cash flowing you within 90 days, we continue to work with you because our results speak for themselves. I'm really passionate about cash flowing property because it's just never taught. Managing money, managing finances, or just reaching out to the correct people isn't taught. And that's a skill that should be done with you, so you allow yourself the ability to make the correct decisions for your lifestyle. Now you might be thinking, well, what's this going to cost me? Well, when you join the Weekend Wealth system, you're not only purchasing information that you have to implement yourself, you're purchasing the Done With You program with a team of like-minded people that do it day in and day out, so you can just join the journey and also relive their energy that's made them successful and in the position that they are today. Ideally, when you join the program, even the offer bonus stack is worth $2,500 alone. And sometimes we have to decide what's least important to us. Sometimes people decide money's least important to them, so they spend the money to accelerate their growth. Or sometimes people get trapped in that 9-to-5 lifestyle and trade their time for money, and they decide their time is least important to them. So they spend 6 months, 12 months, even sometimes 12 years just trying to figure it out and understand how they can take the next step. But the real cost to that process is you could spend 12 years and you lose 12 years of growth of an asset that you could have purchased, not only from a capital appreciation perspective, which means the year-on-year growth that property appreciates, which could be $100,000 therefore $1.2 million, or the weekly cash flow to allow you to live the lifestyle and stop trading your time for money. This is a significant cost that people would never calculate, and it's actually never taught. But the weekend wealth system gets you on the right track within that 48 hours, because you start to understand what type of property to look for, and more importantly, what's going to secure you that weekly income. Property Matrix software, our proprietary tool that analyzes deals and shows you exactly what to buy. Personal deal review call, we personally review your first 3 potential deals with you. Creative finance toolkit, complete templates and scripts for seller financing negotiations. Weekly income tracker app, monitor all your properties and income streams in one place. Legal document library, all contracts, agreements, and legal forms you'll need. 30-day quick start bonus, fast track program to get your first deal locked in within 30 days. But here's what truly matters. You actually invest into something that pays you between $10,000 or up to $50,000 per year. This offer stack alone is $6,182 worth of value, and you get that before you even start securing your first property. Our goal is to help you lock in something before the weekend ends, so you have a clear guideline of how to make the next moves. And if it doesn't pay you by day 90, we continue to work with you, because that's how much we trust our system for not only myself, but the people that we've also worked with. In reality, we deal with so many issues as they arise. And a lot of the time people say, but what about if I don't have the money to get started today? Well, reality says that we've also introduced that seller financing model, or the partnership model, where we've had people, even myself, approach vendors and landlords with a seller financing contract, so the landlord can actually fund part of the deal, so you don't need $100,000 in your account. Or partnering with a family member so they can provide the equity, and then you can go out and invest into the property and control cash flowing real estate. Ideally, you don't need to be rich before you get rich. You just need to make the right steps and the right moves and have the right information to be able to execute. We also get, what about if I mess this up? What about if this isn't for me? Well, this is why we've introduced the 90-day guarantee, because the system works so well that we calculate the numbers at the very start, and if it's not paying you by 90 days, something has not gone right. So we'll continue to work with you to fix the problem and ensure that that property is cash flowing. Now, here's what you need to know. We only work with personally a few people every month. That way we can sit down with them and personally calculate their deals, personally calculate the numbers to ensure that they'll be successful at that 30-day mark, and ensure that we can give them our full attention to take the next steps. Once those numbers are full, we close off applications for that month, and it's only reopened the next month. So here's what happens next. Click the button below to apply for your spot on the Weekend Wealth system. You'll answer a few quick questions about your current situation and your goals. We'll review that to see if you're a good fit, and we'll offer a call so we can qualify you to ensure that we can generate the success that you're after. If you end up securing that spot, remember, if your property isn't paying you within 90 days, we'll continue to work with you until it does, or we can simply give you money back. That's how much confidence we have in our systems, because in the end of the day, we're here for the cash flow property, not to actually make decisions that cause negative results. You literally cannot lose. Don't let another week pass whilst others are building wealth and you stay stuck. The question is, will you be collecting rental checks 90 days from now, or will you be stuck in the same position wishing you had taken action today? Click the button below, your future self will thank you.